Like 5,000 likes to this video, we will upload more patriotic news. Thank you. Trump's new FBI director confirmed, but this one thing about him left Democrats stunned. Amidst an endless swarm of accusations from the media after the firing of James Comey, the Senate made a statement Tuesday proving President Trump knew exactly what he was doing. Christopher Wray, President Trump's pick to lead the FBI, was confirmed in record-breaking fashion with a landslide victory of 92-5. This left many popular media outlets and Democratic figureheads with very little to fall back on, especially when you factor in the sweeping win given to President Trump's nominee. The only senators to vote against Wray's nomination were Democrats with a history of fighting President Trump's administration. Most Democrats praised Wray as a nominee, saying they believed he would have no issue operating independently of the president and would make no effort to politicize the bureau. It is really important that we have a strong FBI director. There can be no manipulation, Senator Dianne Feinstein, D. California, said before the vote. Senator Charles Grassley, R. Iowa, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, said Wray was forthright about how he was fitted for the top FBI job. It's very difficult to deny President Trump's true intentions regarding Comey now that the Senate has given such a unanimous verdict for his replacement. It speaks to how much a change was needed and how many people really knew it. President Trump, and the country, clearly needed a better man for the job, simple as that. These are the steps necessary for a fresh start in Washington. Drain the swamp and start again with people who can help move this country forward. If you're proud of President Trump's continued efforts to clean up Washington, share this now so the world can see who really stands with Trump. Sources: thehill.com. Menace right after liberal professor orders someone kill Trump, karma kicks his. A college professor, at Montclair State University in New Jersey, is the latest person to publicly call for someone to harm our president. He has since deleted his threatening tweet, but someone captured it first. You can see how the person who captured the threat agreed with it. This is just sickening and disgusting. Remember how these same people were aghast at what they saw as threats to their precious Obama? Such hypocrisy. What's even scarier is that this same professor was taken to a psychiatric hospital and had to undergo a psychiatric evaluation in 2016, because of public anti-Trump rhetoric. Just the other day, Judge Jeanine Pirro called in like it is, saying the libs have been in a state of psychotic rage since they lost the election to Donald Trump. And it was beautiful. If you haven't seen it yet, please check out that link. It'll make your day. This lunatic, who needs to be locked up, also retweeted Kathy Griffin's disgusting image where she was holding the president's decapitated head. He's since tried to backtrack, tweeting this, among lots of other crazy, it should go without saying, but just in case any of these loons are wondering, the United States Code, 18 U.S.C. Section 871A, makes it a felony to knowingly and willfully threaten the President of the United States. It's time we let our President do the job that the Patriots elected him to do. If you agree, please share this everywhere, with this sentiment, #leave Trump alone, /TFox. Panic when Debbie Wasserman Schultz sees what the FBI just found, she will run in fright. In the most underreported scandal maybe ever, Democrat Debbie Wasserman Schultz, former Pakistani IT guy, who is under investigation by the FBI, tried to hide whatever is on his computer hard drives by smashing them to smithereens. Imran Noran was Wasserman Schultz's IT specialist. What that means is he had access to very important congressional computer systems. And he, along with his brothers, wife and best friend, are criminal suspects in a federal investigation into abuse of the servers, among other crimes. Check this story out. Did you see that? What about the part where everyone fired this IT guy when this story first broke, except Wasserman Schultz? She didn't do anything to rid this threat to American security until he was arrested. Here's more. What's great is that the FBI may have already read what's on those smashed hard drives. That's right, apparently if you smash a hard drive, it doesn't usually damage the part that holds the actual data. Yes, that part if still recoverable. An ethics complaint has been filed against Wasserman Schultz for keeping this street on her payroll long after his access to congressional computer systems was terminated. And since his arrest, she's been basically in hiding. I'd say this scandal could lead to way worse than an ethics complaint for her. It's truly disgusting how this real scandal, and threat to America, has been so underreported by our media, who is focused only on discrediting and trying to bring down our president. It just proves what they are really all about, doesn't it? If you care about our country, please get the real scandal shared. You'll H/T The Daily Eric Trump just lost it during insane interview and asks the one thing we all want answered. Eric Trump got on Hannity Monday night to make an impassioned plea for legislators to work with President Trump instead of constantly battling and resisting his every move. During the interview he asked one heartbreaking question about the refusal of all Democrats and even some Republicans to work with the president: how much weight does he have to carry by himself? My father has the voice of this country, the people of this country love him. Why wouldn't they get in line? It doesn't make sense. President Trump is close to all of his children, so Eric is witnessing firsthand the difficulties and frustrations his father is going through as he tries to govern the country with resistant legislators. Trump also attacked the mainstream media, saying they have really gone to shambles. He continued, they would rather focus on Russia. They would rather focus on these nonsense stories than real news that people care about. It's a sad thing for democracy, it's a sad thing for the morality of the country. It's really a race to the bottom with the media these days. Watch the full interview here. Eric Trump is totally right. President Trump has it really hard, and everyone, the Democrats, the media, and even his own party is against him. It's been tough, but we know our president is a tough guy, and if anyone can get through it, he can. Let's try to get this to him by sharing 1 million times so he knows millions of Americans have his back. H/T Fox Whipcrack. When Trump just unveiled his latest plan, all lawmakers will start running back to work. White House Budget Director Mick Mulvaney gave an interview on CNN where he delivered President Trump's message to all legislators. In the White House's view, they can't move on in the Senate. You can't promise folks you're going to do something for 7 years, and then not do it. Seriously. We kept election Republicans on the promise that they would help fix the Obamacare disaster. What have they been doing the past 7 years? Why weren't they ready for this? Mulvaney delivered the president's message: the Senate should not vote on anything until an Obama repeal has been voted on again. Not the debt ceiling. Not taxes. Nothing. Obamacare is going down and millions of Americans are suffering. Let's get it done now. The president is simply reflecting the will of the people. If you go out and poll the American public right now and find out what the most important issue is right now, it's healthcare. Obamacare is hurting people. Check out the interview here. Mulvaney sums up everything in a minute and a half. This is a position Trump has advocated himself since the skinny repeal failed on Friday, saying, President Trump and his administration are serious about this, and they're going to make the House and Senate serious about it too, by hook or by crook. Share this 50,000 times to get the word out to Republican legislators everywhere. We want action on Obamacare. H/T Politico. Here it comes. Trump just made his own news station with one big twist. Have you all been watching the White House? Donald Trump has not been phased one tiny bit this week despite the media's best efforts. In fact, President Trump has a new surprise for all of you, a brand new news network with one massive twist. The White House news station will tell the truth about his presidency. Oh yeah, and he hired his daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, to run it for him. The best part is that, as a former producer for Inside Edition, Lara is uniquely qualified for this job. Well, I'm sure by now you are just chomping at the bit to see this Trump news for yourself. So, without further ado, here is the most recent edition. It was some pretty solid reporting. Also, This format allows for Trump to tell the public about his daily projects and accomplishments when the media is busy focusing on Russian conspiracy theories. Now, that does not mean this is simply the only news source you should watch. Sure, it covers the White House accomplishments well, but there is a whole world out there: election, Debbie Wasserman Schultz scandals, and all kinds of other news you won't see there. Now let me think. What is a good source for news? Oh yeah, the Liberty Writers. Enough tooting my own horn. Ha ha. Do you like Trump's new network? If so, comment yes below, share this out, and we will make sure it ends up on Liberty Writers every time a new one is released. Reporter asked Sarah Huckabee about Russia and Trump, immediately regrets it. Sarah Sanders doesn't take any crap. That's a fact. That's why this video is going viral. Sarah Sanders is a stand-up gal. Watch her mop the floor with these silly reporters. The Russian collusion story is a conspiracy theory, and watch Sarah Sanders literally destroy these reporters. Look, the statement that Don Jr. issued was true. There is no inaccuracy in the statement. The president weighed in as any father would based on the limited information that he had. This is all discussion, frankly, of no consequence. There was no follow-up. It was disclosed to the proper parties, which is how the New York Times found out about it to begin with. The Democrats want to continue to use this as a PR stunt, and they are doing everything they can to keep this story alive and in the papers every single day. The president, the American people, they voted America first, not Russia first. He certainly didn't dictate. He certainly weighed in like any father would, said Sarah. Do you think Trump picked the right person with Sarah Sanders? Share this if you do. The thing is, Sarah Sanders is 100% right. The media has been making stuff up for the past year now about our president. It's a pure conspiracy theory. These people need to be exposed for the conspiracy theories that they are pushing.